Hey everybody, Tamarack's Treehouse coming at you with another tabletop build. It's been a while. Took a little bit of a hiatus from Halloween through New Year's, and we're getting ready to play again this week, so I wanted to share the latest tabletop build that I had before I break this down and kind of change it out to expand where the party ventured to. But right now we've got a little town that they ventured into that is basically coming under siege by some rabid wild lycanthrope or werewolves. If we remember, the party recently actually befriended a couple lycanthropes, which we're calling Worgen after World of Warcraft. So there are some friendly werewolf or lycanthrope type people, but in this town the party had ventured into on their way to a castle, and on the way they encountered a town that was in need of some assistance. These feral rabid werewolves were attacking the town, or worgen type creatures, but what was strange to the party was they found out that feral worgen are a thing, but they don't typically drove in packs. They're normally solitary creatures, so something is driving them to work together and have them work together to attack this little town or this little village that is a stop between the castle and pretty much the rest of civilization. So the party has to help fend off this town, and that was effectively the session, was them fighting off this onslaught of worgen or werewolves that had come through the woods attacking. So we had some of these running werewolves that were being taken out from ranged attacks, and then we had some that were able to get up close and fight with the friendly worgen, which I let the party control while they were doing their stuff and trying to keep the werewolves at bay. And then all of a sudden a gigantic shadow-like werewolf came into play and charged in and had an ability where he can appear in the shadows of others. So he would appear behind some of the party members within range and attack them. So wherever they moved to, he was able to disappear into their shadow and rise again from their shadow behind. So it was a pretty cool encounter. They took him out, and then they learned that somewheres in the nearby swamps there was a witch that the town believed was behind this werewolf or worgen attack. So the session ended before they could enter into the swamp, and that's what I'll be building for next week, or actually this week. I'm going to be taking down this and expanding this little swamp area that I have to fit the majority of the table. So next week we'll have some witches, combat encounter in a swamp, but right now I wanted to share the tabletop encounter. So of course most of this is we've got a lot of Dwarven Forge. We got a little fog machine going on here for the swampy area. We've got some 3D printed trees mixed in with some Dwarven Forge, some other 3D printed terrain to give this werewolf kind of setting and vibe. Snowy mat, since it is up in the north, and then we've got this kind of rundown old rustic looking village with a hanging tree, some more fog from FX Gaming. This is just this other fogger is just a humidifier that pours out some fog with the extension tube there, and then some 3D printed houses that we've got going on. We've got the projector with a nice swampy view going on to give the vibe and the setting that they're going to be walking through the swamp. We've got some sound effects from tabletop audio to give the werewolf sounds in the background and some extra music, and that really kind of rounds out the session. So hope this inspires you for some easy tabletop design. Again, this is a 4x4 table, so we fill it up pretty good, although I've got a good portion of it cut off for the DM section over here, so it's actually a little less than 4x4 as actual playable space. But this is just some additional shots that we've got going on in here. We've got a little gazebo from probably Michael's, I think, a long time ago, one of their Halloween sets. But let me turn on the lights here. We'll get a shot of the table without all the extra illuminated effects. This fogger works out pretty cool. If you want to learn a lot more about fog machines, check out Atmos Seeker online. He does amazing videos on YouTube about how to generate really good fog effects for a table. So here we've got our gunslinger and our sorcerer, our wizard, who's always followed by some shadowy beast that haunts him. Got our Harangon facing off on a couple of Worgen, and here we have our gnome witch who summoned a whole bunch of undead skeletons from the local graveyard to come to her aid, along with a ghost that she can control. And then some of our friendly Worgen or companions, while the rest of the werewolves attack through the fog and through the snow at night. Well, hope you enjoyed. Again, if you like this type of content, please feel free to like and subscribe, share with your friends. Just do this for fun. Really appreciate it all, and until the next time, enjoy your common encounters, and hopefully this immersion style D&D setting can help inspire some of you. Thanks, everyone.